Hey guys, and welcome back to Amnesia Memories. But still, what can we do to seriously start reclaiming more memories? I think we've got most of the information we could out of just living daily life over the last half a month. To be honest, just relaxing and reading next to Kent like this would give us any information. Won't give us any information. At this rate, yet another day will go by without any progress. Let's try organizing our thoughts and make a plan. In order to gain more information from now on, I think there are two routes we can take. One is to brave some danger and ask more assertive questions to the people around you. The other is to brave even more danger and tell Kent about your amnesia. Tell Kent, tell Kent, tell Kent. Of course, if you're too afraid, we can just let things take their own course and stay on the defensive for now. So, how do you feel about this? What do you want to do? I want to ask more assertive questions. I want to admit everything. I don't want to face any danger. Admit everything. We finally have the chance. I'm going to do it. You sure are bold. Well, I'm sure he would be worried for you at the very least, and I'm sure he'd be a good ally. I also understand that it's painful to keep lying to him. The only problem is that Kent is extremely stubborn. In other words, it would only be okay to tell him if we know for sure that he wouldn't take you to the hospital. V. Why have you been staring at me like that? It's distracting. There's only a week left before the conference, but I'm not at all prepared yet. I don't have time to play around with you. You know, my voice wasn't this bad earlier, and I don't know why it got worse now that I'm recording. If you tempt me like yesterday, I'll just end up leaving. What exactly is wrong with me? Even now, I'm taking your gaze the wrong way and I can't help but look at you. If you think my misunderstandings are bothersome, tell me. That way I can concentrate on my work. Uh-huh. What misunderstanding? Are you having dirty thoughts, Kent? Tisk. I assume you can infer from that my assumption's correct. What? Okay, I think I understand. No, not really. He wants to do dirty things. How should I interpret your actions? Is it really a misunderstanding? Or are you simply going to say that you were simply looking at me? Huh? Does he think you were giving him a hot look or something? It was just a misunderstanding. I don't mind if you misunderstand. Yes. I don't mind if you misunderstand. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. In that case, if you are not opposed. What? Oh my god. Would you not mind if I kissed you? What? Please be patient. Ellipses. Wait, you're not going to refuse? No. Well, sorry, I gotta get going for now. Bye, Orion. So it's really okay? V, I like you so much. Yeah, boy! Sorry, I was nervous. Oh my god, they're so adorable. I keep showing you such a pathetic side of me. I'm starting to dislike myself. Yet you still accept me even when I'm like this. In that case, I should have told you my feelings sooner. I've thought this every day. I'd be happy if you felt the same way for me, but I wonder if that's the case for you. Thank you, but it seems it was a little early for us. That's weak talk. This isn't the time to be thinking of such unnecessary things. If I don't concentrate, I won't make it in time for the conference. I'm sorry, but could you face the other way when you read? Try not to enter my field of view. Dirty Kent. Ah, this is no good. He's gone into full ignore mode. I understand that Kent's busy, but we need to gather as much information as possible, too. It might be best to leave Kent for a while and try gathering information from other people. Another day's over. What should we do? We don't have much time. Looks like it's getting dark. I'll walk you home. Oh, it's still too early to give up. This should be the time that you can speak the most freely with him. Do your best and try to get him to talk about old memories. Oh no. It's you. Crazy face McGee. V. Oh, it's Reaper Man. I see. So your boyfriend's walking you home, that's good. I don't need to worry. Ooh, don't get any closer. I see you're wary. Well, yes, I think it's good that you're wary around me. V, could this man be the Reaper-like man that you mentioned before? Reaper? That's amusing. You might not be wrong, though. Although I do actually have a name. It's Ukyo. You seem to know me, but I don't recall ever meeting you. That's right. I just know you. It's all one way. And what about V? She's... I don't know. Well, do you remember me? Huh? What do you mean you don't know? Does she know you, or does she not? Which is it? Just from the time we met the other day. I'm not sure, do I? Just from the time we met the other day. I'm not sure, do I? I remember you from another time. Good, answer his question with a question. That's a good way of avoiding it. So you're trying to avoid answering. I wasn't trying to avoid it. I'm just implying. Kent seems really suspicious about this. Regardless... Whoopsie. Sorry. I don't know why I suddenly got screwed up over there. Regardless, I'm glad you seem well. Be very careful as you go about your life, and be especially careful around me. Wait, what exactly do you know? Nothing that I can talk about at this stage. More importantly, Kent, take good care of her. I don't need to be told that by someone I don't even know. No, right, sorry. There was a time when we knew each other too. What? No, it's nothing. Pay no attention to me. Just don't let your guard down. If I see you near her again, I won't hesitate to report you to the police. That's fine. Just make sure that you don't hesitate when the time comes. Do it, 'cause I'm crazy. Anyway, I hope we never meet again. I won't go by the cafe anymore. I hope you find happiness. He was a mysterious and creepy man, just as you said. On the surface, he seems to be worried about you, and I don't comprehend why he's treating himself as such a dangerous person. Oh, you didn't see his face. That was like next level crazy. I suppose a straight interpretation would be he may lose control and become the type of man who kills for pleasure. Although I don't want to believe that. Kills for pleasure? Don't say something like that so lightly. By the cafe, could he have meant Meido no Hisuji? Did he show up there often? Huh? We have no idea. We've never seen him there as far as we know. And you were talking to him like you didn't know him. Maybe he does. Maybe he goes to that cafe, but you just don't recognize him. You would probably remember his face if he called you by name a lot. And yesterday your attitude towards that young man Shin was like you had never met him before. Wait, no, I'm supposed to tell you. You're not supposed to figure it out. What? Now you're the suspicious one? And now that I think about it, on that day when your attitude suddenly changed... wait, stop that train of thought, stop, you're not supposed to figure it out. Could we hurry home? My attitude hasn't changed. Let's go home. Anyway, that man is dangerous. I should get you home before it's completely dark outside. You have work tomorrow, right? I'll come to the cafe to pick you up, so don't go home alone, got it? We're grateful, but... what should we do? He's really suspicious. He's gonna figure it out. He's like detective / scientist. He's Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watts combined. Oh, V. Kent is at the table over there. I don't know if... I don't know why I can't. I can never do voices. Wait, already? There's still an hour left before you're off work. He wanted to know about Ukiyo, and I told him Ukiyo was one of our regular customers. Don't tell me you're cheating on him with Ukiyo. She's not. Excuse me, I don't cheat. Wait, and was Ukiyo really that regular of a customer to the point where you knew him by name? What should we do? This is bad. You talked to him like he was a stranger yesterday. Kent probably thinks this is strange too. And isn't it a little unfair of him to not come to you about this, but ask Mine instead? V, are you having trouble with Ukiyo? I just heard about it from Kent. Toma too? I'm not even mad. I heard that as well. And the manager? Oh, there's nowhere to run. What should we do? Hide in the bathroom. You can run from Kent, or finge ignorance, or just tell him the truth. We did say we were going to tell him the truth. We're just going to have to hope that he doesn't put us in the hospital. Regardless of how much you trust Kent, this is a big decision. You have to choose one. Oh no, work's over. Have you decided what to do yet? Kent's waiting for you, but if you meet with him now, he'll definitely ask about Ukiyo. Let's run away. We'll walk home together. Yeah, he's waiting for you. You can't help it. Alright, let's make up our mind and go. Wait, Kent isn't here. Do you need something? Oh, are you looking for Kent? He's waiting for you outside. It's a good thing we didn't decide to try and run away. Book it! Run! What are you doing? Hey. I feel like we're face to face with our executioner. Let's go home. Wait, he isn't going to ask? We'd be grateful if he didn't ask anything, but this is kind of anticlimactic. Hey, ho, I got amnesia. Hey, ho, I got amnesia. Don't remember shit. But knowing he suspects you and not being asked anything is making me feel anxious. This was really unexpected. Ah, the silence is too painful. We're already close to home. Do you want to try asking him something as a distraction? I feel terrible. Do you mind if I come in? I want to talk. Here it comes. V, are you okay? Think you can talk to him? Regardless of whether you tell the truth or not. We'll need some determination. Determination! Every single Undertale song blasts at 100. I was thinking of the possible reasons that you could have elicited a change in your attitude. There were a number of factors to consider. Reasons ranging from a mere whim or change of heart to the far-fetched such as an alien abduction. I think the scale he's using is a little long. After eliminating various ideas one by one, I was left contemplating the likelihood of a single possibility. Regardless of how unbelievable the conclusion may be, seeing how I could find no mistake in my reasoning, my only choice is to believe it. So I've come to the most feasible conclusion. Your memories are missing. I'm still in the examination stage of determining the extent of that memory loss. At the very least, you seem to be missing memories from college. I believe the chances are high that you've forgotten all of your past interactions with me. So do you have any objections? No. I haven't forgotten everything. I'm sorry for trying to hide it. I haven't... Well, technically in the beginning, yeah, we did. But we still we remember some things. I haven't forgotten everything. I see, but it's true that you've lost most of your memories, correct? For example, do you remember the reason we started dating? The place we were in, the time? No. That's enough. Wait. Oh no. But I don't. No, the memories that we got back weren't really, like, any of the starter of the relationship ones, right? It was just, oh, you hate me. To Mine, it was the whole get better at math. I don't really remember anything else. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you talk to someone? I couldn't trust anyone. I didn't want to be shut away in a hospital. Well, this is the truth. But that's also the truth. I'll go with that one. The hospital one. That isn't a reason to hide it from everyone. I'm sure a lot of things were inconvenient for you. But I can understand why you would feel that way. Still, I see. So you really forgot. Am I correct to assume that you lost your memories sometime between our discussion on July 31st and August 1st? I'm sure you were surprised by receiving such a sudden and unpleasant call. You probably have already guessed, but we had an argument over something trivial the day before. It wasn't just the day before, we argued every time we met over the worst of reasons. Yeah, we already knew that. Since you didn't remember any of that, I'm sure I seemed like a strange man to you. I always spoke prepared for anything to turn into a dispute. You probably wondered why I was always angry. Yeah, we really did. Why did you continue to love before us? And yet you still decided that it was worthy of some trust, am I correct? If not, if you truly couldn't trust anybody, you wouldn't be as vulnerable around me as you are now. Well, there really wasn't anything suspicious about you, Kent. So I'm correct. Kent is acting a lot calmer than I expected. Maybe he isn't surprised. I thought he'd send you to the hospital immediately, but he's shown no signs of that. We started dating on July 28th. Your attitude changed so suddenly just 3 days later. When I realized you were acting differently, I was confused. Damn, how many times did we argue we only dated for like 3 days? I thought that perhaps you were taking our going out seriously, too. I thought you actually had taken a liking to me. I couldn't bring myself to dismiss such optimistic reasoning. But it seems I really was wrong. You had simply forgotten that you didn't like me, forgotten that our relationship was full of conflict. You took the fact that we were dating as truth and acted like you were my girlfriend. To be honest, I realized from the beginning that something was strange, but I didn't want to believe it. Oh no, please. Oh no. Don't. I love you, Kent. I didn't refuse to kiss you for a reason. I wanted to believe that the you now was the real you. Ah. I'm sure you'll remember eventually, the real you, the you that disliked me. When will that day come? Today? Tomorrow? What? Just because I remember, that's not gonna flush what happened down the drain. We're different. I swear. If I tell you the truth, will you end up remembering everything? Will you remember the things that happened between us and how you really felt about me? I was scared, and I averted my eyes from the truth. I'm sorry. I'm sure I could have helped you a lot sooner. I didn't want you to remember anything. Even as we speak now, I'm still confused and hesitant. I didn't want to tell you anything. I didn't want you to remember. I just want you to keep acting like this, like we're a happy couple. It's not acting. I realize that way of thinking is just my own ego, but still. Was it really that bad before? It's okay if I don't remember. It's okay if I don't remember, because before me was a bitch. Thank you, and I'm sorry. However, I know this is something I need to talk about. You have every right to know exactly who you are. An ass? An ass, right? You are a university student who grew up in a very normal middle-class family. Your family lived some distance away, but you came to the city for college. I met you at a math study session planned by Sawa and Mine. They invited me to be the lecturer. The name of the study session was something along the lines of relearning basic math that's embarrassing to talk to people about at this age. Oh no. That's a class that I would be like, I need to go there, but I don't want to, it's embarrassing. Anyway, I'm sure your aim was EQ. It seems they had asked him to be their lecturer first. Did I say your aim or their aim? EQ was in the same club as Mine. I had heard many times before that she was looking for a way to get closer to him. But EQ introduced me instead, saying that I was far more suitable when it came to mathematics. He said he'd help out in some of my experiments concerning his condition, so I agreed to the lecture. You were one of the students participating at that time. We didn't get close during that class, though. Our ages were fairly far apart. I was simply the teacher and you were the student. How old are you? Are we still 18? I'm so bothered by that. However, after getting to recognize who you were, I realized that we walked the same path at about the same time every morning. I was taking walks as a change of lifestyle from being shut in the laboratory and you were walking your dog. I had a dog? What happened to my dog? After realizing you knew me, you would talk to me every day. There's no special reason why our relationship was so rocky. I anger people fairly easily, so it was normal for people to dislike me. Oh, you poor thing. The one thing that was different, though, is that you never gave up on talking to me. No matter how many times we argued, you never learned your lesson. You'd still try to start up conversations. So I wasn't really a bitch. To this day, I'm still not sure if I should call them disputes or debates. Regardless, I'm sure you were trying to get to know me better. That perseverance is one thing that still hasn't changed in you. Don't smile at me so sweetly, it makes my heart ache. Anyway, because of that situation, even after the study sessions ended, we'd see each other and argue every morning. I gotta get my voice warmed up before that arguing. You were really surprised when I asked you out. I still didn't know myself why I chose you. I suppose I could only see my feelings for you as being romantic in nature, and that's why I asked you. You were very shocked. It was only natural. The only thing we had done before then was argue. Oh, are you one of those people? You're arguing and all of a sudden everything gets hot. Hot and sexy. And I'm sure you don't remember now why you decided to accept my request. I suppose you could just say it was the heat of the moment. The heat in your loins. Oh no. I don't know why today is make everything dirty day. It looked almost like you had accepted a challenge. Do you still remember nothing? Boo-doo-doo-doo? I remember. Yeah, I remember. Just kidding, and everything drops away. What? I said I can only see my feelings toward you as being romantic in nature. Okay, you said the exact same thing. And if a man has romantic feelings for a woman, his response should be ask her out, and that's what I thought, so that's what I did. Oh, Kent. Wait a minute. You said yourself before that love is just something created by chemicals in the brain. I did, and I still believe that now. Then why? What's wrong with delusions? At present, there are changes commonly known as love occurring in my brain, that's the truth. You're such a nerd. And I'm interested in these things, these changes. I want to analyze whether this really is romantic emotion or not, and if it is, exactly what changes will occur. So, V, do you have romantic feelings for anyone right now? No. Then there should be no problem. Would you like to try dating me? It's like a trial run. It's like it's an experiment. Why should I have to cooperate with something like that? If you don't want to, that's fine. I'll do it for science. And also because it gives me an excuse to check out your booty. But I thought you would want that you wanted to preach to me about the existence and meaning of love. This is the perfect chance. I believe romantic emotions are merely a product of intracerebral chemicals. A part of one's instinct to preserve its species. So you want to touch my butt, is what you're saying. However, you say that love doesn't need to have such a reason. If, as you say, the emotion known as love is a higher power beyond such reason and calculation, I'd like you to make me believe it. If you manage to prove that to me that you are correct, I promise to hold your emotional arguments in higher regard. I don't see any drawbacks to this proposition on your part. But I don't like you. So sad. I fully understand your dislike of me more than I'd like to, in fact. I'm very sad in the inside. Actually, the word dislike may not describe it well enough. I could even say that I'm hated by you. Oh, this is the conversation. That's what I believe. But would you give up on preaching the higher meaning of love just because you detest a man? Maybe. Right, I didn't like Kent, but after hearing the logic in his argument, I couldn't find a good reason to refuse him. I got irritated and accepted it. That's what happened 3 days before I lost my memories. I see. It was only natural for Kent to see my attitude as suspicious, because I did a total 180. What is it? Did you remember something? I'm sure it wasn't a favorable memory in regards to us. I really doubt that the previous me could have sat down and talked calmly with Kent like this. There's no way you have any memories favorable of me. I do. When you went to the fireworks with me. When you just hugged me. When you kissed my face. I mean, it's like everything that we did this entire time. If I didn't lose my memories, I might never have seen Kent make such a sad face in front of me. Don't make that face, my love. Hey, V. Can you see me? Can you hear my voice? Hello? I can't see you. Oh, I can see you. Ah, finally, you looked. That was a surprise. You haven't responded to me at all since yesterday, so I thought you couldn't see me anymore. We're only on the 19th. I'm so scared. Anyway, it looks like we're still connected. You talked to Kent a lot yesterday and remembered a bunch of things. It looks like we're making progress in separating. Well, I'm happy that things are going the way we wanted, but... Doesn't your relationship with Kent seem really strange? I'd feel really irresponsible if I was just like mission accomplished and left you like this. Of course, I want to be separated, but I also want to see you off into a good future. That's just how I feel. By the way, your relationship, I guess we can just say that Kent's love towards you was one-sided. Not anymore. I'm glad that he didn't have any intentions of dragging you off to the hospital, but maybe he's also thinking that he doesn't want you to remember. You still feel kind of dizzy, don't you? Maybe it's a shock from remembering all those memories at once. You have work today. Will you be alright? Try not to push yourself too hard. Anyway, let's head over now. Whoa, what? Hey, so I heard that rumor about you cheating on Kent with Ukyo is getting more ground. That is super untrue, how dare you. That's not right at all. Now that I think about it, Ukyo hasn't come by the cafe lately. Have you been having your tryst with him in the great outdoors? Haha. I doubt being threatened on the street at night would be considered a tryst. That's how you pronounce it, right? I'm so jealous. Why are you so popular with guys? You don't want to be popular with Ukyo. Is it still popular if it's only one guy? That reminds me. I wonder if Kent will come by today to pick you up. What should you do if you see him? Hug him tightly. All day worrying about it, and now it's already evening. Hey. Let's go home. Baby, I love you. I feel dizzy. That was a good memory. That's right. I always walked alongside Kent like this. But those times, I didn't really like those times. How long are you going to act like that? These memories better not ruin my relationship. V, what happened? Ooh. I hit the ground like a bag of potatoes. No, I don't want to remember. V, are you okay? Oh no, is this a bad end? I shouldn't have remembered. V, pull yourself together, don't die. I'm dying now, bye. V, are you awake? I'm fine. I see, well, I'd gone to get water, and during that time he lost consciousness, so I panicked. I lost my composure. I apologize. That just means you care. Huh? Are you half asleep or something? Do you remember collapsing? You collapsed while you were walking home. You managed to make it home, but you lost consciousness. Kent was worried, that's why he's like this. Your fatigue must have been building up. You've had to stay on your toes all this time. It might be best to take tomorrow off from work and rest. How do you feel? You look really pale. I'm sorry. This is my fault. You don't have to remember things that you don't want to remember, although that may just be my desires talking. Is it so bad to keep things the way they are now? Do you absolutely need to remember? Even if your memories would destroy the relationship we have now. I'm sorry. I suppose you can't do that. I'm sure you want to regain your memories, that's only natural. No, I don't. I don't want to remember. It's just as Kent says. You can't just sit by and not remember anything. If you don't try to retrieve your memories, my consciousness will invade yours more and more, and then we become one. If you don't remember your past and separate from me, your life will turn into a total mess. I feel bad for Kent, and it's possible that you don't want to remember either, but you can't not remember these things. Ding dong. Looks like someone's here. I wonder if it's Kent. Can you get up? Think you can walk to the door? Good morning. Mind if I come in? Of course I don't mind if you stay in bed. You don't have any family around, right? I came here to look after you. How are you feeling? Think you can eat? I bought nutritious and sweet foods that are easy to eat, a simple and effective way to replenish stamina. I'll get you some water. I'll get you some water. Don't worry about me, just lie down. Kent is really nice. He really is like a different person from when we first met. I wonder if Kent changed, or maybe he was always a nice guy if you never got mad at him. But he was saying things like he used to be disliked. In that case, Kent must have changed completely in the past 3 weeks. I'm gonna adjust my microphone real quick. That confidence is really important to him, but he's here taking care of you instead of pairing. Oh yeah, his lecture stuff. Oh, are you dizzy? Sorry, now's not the time to be thinking deeply. Just sleep. I'll keep watch to make sure Kent doesn't try anything funny. I don't mind. Good night, V. And I never woke up again. V, what's wrong? Are you okay? Oh, sorry, you were just sleeping. That was a shock. I thought I did die. I can't tell if he's taking care of you or making you more tired. Please, just don't die. She's not dying. Well, I mean, I'm also concerned. I'm not even surprised that he's concerned. Don't go anywhere. I'll do anything for your sake. At first, this relationship was simply engaging my interest. I thought it would be fine if we broke up eventually. But I know now what it's like to be with you. I couldn't bear to lose you now. Ah, that's so sweet. Do you wish to go to the hospital, or should I call a doctor here? No. If there's anything I can do, just let me know. I just want to tell him, why you're so exhausted and why you can't go to the hospital. Why don't we just tell him? I mean, he deals with Iki anyways. I want to tell him that not having anything to jog your memories is the most dangerous thing. You agree, don't you? You can see just how much Kent's worried about you. He said that you could ask him for anything. I wonder if that includes asking him to believe in the existence of spirits. I doubt it. What is it? Is there something you need? It's okay, I just need to sleep a little. Will you believe me if I tell you something really important? And it's embarrassing for me because people don't believe this shit. And you're a logical man. What? Do you have a secret even more shocking than the fact that you don't have memories? Yes. So you're going to tell him? That's right. You don't want to keep any secrets from someone who's this worried about you. I'm so scared. Are you testing my determination? I told you that I'd do anything, and if you asked me to believe you, I'd be a liar if I didn't. I understand. Let's say that you are possessed by a spirit. It's not hypothetical. No, I believe you. There's a spirit possessing you. This isn't an actual illness and you don't want to go to a hospital. That spirit will disappear if you regain your memories. On the other hand, if your memories remain sealed, that spirit will encroach further into your mind and we will become one. We will become the ultimate life form. That sums up the condition you're in. We'll talk with these points under the assumption that I understand. It seems a bit like he doesn't believe you. Well, even if he's pretending to believe you, that's good enough. If you believe, then you can achieve the impossible. It may seem senseless at a glance, but this story is backed up by several factors. One of the reasons I had a difficult time relieving you at Amnesia was because you seemed overly calm. Hella chill, bro. Normally, one would be in a confused panic without memories since one couldn't possibly get by alone. While you couldn't trust anyone at first, I couldn't comprehend why you would hesitate to tell anyone for this long. Also, you had full memories of general social knowledge. Normally, one would go to a hospital or the police if they found themselves in your situation. However, you didn't take such an action that would be considered normal. You behaved in a way that would hide your memory loss. To be honest, I don't see why. However, if your absurd... Can you go to the police if you got amnesia? However, if your absurd actions had an absurd reason, I can understand somewhat. And that reason is something like out of a fairy tale. This spirit, as you called it, told you to do this. When he says it like that, it sounds more like I'm an evil spirit possessing your body. I mean, I, the player, am somewhat. Orion is a little angel. There are other things that concerned me. After losing your memories, you would always focus your gaze somewhere else while you were thinking. Your gaze wouldn't shift from that place for a while. It was a strange habit. But I can understand why, if you happen to be looking at something I couldn't see. I get it. Whenever I start talking like this, you always look at me. Anyway, setting aside the question of whether the spirit is really a spirit or not just a demon from hell, I can fully understand the explanation that you are able to perceive an absurd being similar to that. Huh? That was unexpected, and his reasoning was unexpected too. Also, it seems that the spirit is becoming more distant the more your memories are stimulated. The cerebral cortex is the part of the brain that stores what we call memories. Did he just start a different topic? Yay, we're learning about the brain. And if you're able to remember these memories via various stimuli, that means there's no damage to your cerebral cortex. And there are no issues with the memories you've made after the start of your amnesia. We can assume there's no damage to the frontal lobe responsible for recalling memories or the hippocampus, responsible for organizing memories. The only issue present is that you can't recall matters from the past that you should know. For example, if the cerebral cortex is a wardrobe and the hippocampus... Oh my god, these words, I'm just tripping over my own words. Hippocampus is a table upon which you lay memories out after removing them from the wardrobe. The only thing the spirit is impeding is the opening of the older drawers in that wardrobe. If we think about your experiences until now and the spirit becoming more distant as memories are regained, opening those old drawers causes the spirit clinging to them to be thrown off. It doesn't matter which old drawers are opened, however, it doesn't seem that the newer drawers are included. So, spirit, is my explanation correct? Wait, is he asking me? I don't know that. If you have an answer, spirit, write it down on a piece of paper. I'd like to communicate through writing. Communicate through writing? Me? With Kent? Right? It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet me. Listen, spirit. I'm requesting an answer in regards to the assumptions I have just explained. Would you like him to repeat his explanation, yes or no? I don't know if that's correct or not. I'm a spirit, I'm not a scientist. It doesn't seem to be a smart being. Oh, that's rude. I'll be quiet. However, this is a very human response. It seems there really is another being inside your head. In that case, I should try to interact with it more humanely. It's nice to meet you, spirit. I'm probably the first person to greet you. You really are, what a surprise. You're surprised? You seem to be a cheerful character. He's very optimistic. Anyway, spirit, do you wish to leave her body as soon as possible? Of course I do, but I was too worried to leave before finding someone she can trust. I see. So I'm not someone that can be trusted. I think you can be trusted, but you're going to be leaving to study abroad soon. Abroad. That's true. I see. So that's why it doesn't seem like you have much enthusiasm for recovering her memories. Well, I do want to recover them, but it hasn't been going well. But I definitely want her to recover everything one day and return to her normal life. I just wanted to avoid rushing and putting her in a bad situation. Sure, I'll be gone once we separate, but she still has to live out her life afterwards. I see. It seems your spirit is a very kind-hearted spirit. If you'd like to recover those memories more quickly, I can think of several ways I could help. I could talk of memories to provide her with the adequate stimulation, and I could also get in touch with Sawa, Toma, and the others to do so. Creating new drawers of memories would be another way to utilize the cooperation. It seems you haven't remembered many memories up until now. If that amount is enough to make the spirit start fading away, it shouldn't be too difficult to free the rest of those drawers. If you desire it, I'll promise to continue helping you after I return from abroad. Is it okay if I remember? Thank you. It seems like all of us are kind of in the way of I need to remember things. And he's really being helpful too, and I don't want to just ignore and say it and not thank him for it. No, that's only natural. I'm sorry for being so upset yesterday. Even if you leave me as a result of regaining your memories, I'll never do that. I promise I'll do what I can to make sure there are no difficulties in your life. So don't worry, you can rely on me. Kent. I think it's a good thing you're her boyfriend, Kent. I see, thank you. I need to do my best to live up to those words. Aw, they're interacting. That's so cute. We're here. We're pretty used to coming over to Kent's house now. Hello? Is that Kent? Yes, coming. Well, nope, that's not Kent. Yes, coming. Wait, who's this? Mine, who are you? Oh, could she be Kent's mom? Nobody's ever home, so this is the first time we've met anyone else. Mother, she's someone I know. Oh, Kent, I didn't know you were coming to answer the door. She's my guest. More importantly, don't you have a cold? Why did you get up? We have a cold. We both have colds. Bonding time. V, you too. Are you feeling okay already? You don't have to force yourself to visit. My, how kind. Is she your girlfriend? Mother, just return to bed. Am I right? Well, yes. Oh dear, you never told me you had a girlfriend before. Why didn't you say anything? You should introduce us. We aren't at the stage where I need to introduce her to my parents yet. I mean, it's already too late. You might as well do it. You should stay over for dinner tonight. I'll tell my husband to come home early too. Mother, she's only just recovered and you took time off work too. You should just go back to bed. I'm fine now. Is that really okay with you? Please get some rest. Thank you, I'll stay over. Sorry about this, V. If you don't feel well at any point, feel free to go back home. Yes, just don't push yourself. Mother, you're the one who's pushing herself. But it's rare for me to have time off of work like this. You'll be going abroad soon, so you might not have many more chances to see her. You should make good use of an opportunity, and it would be efficient. That's efficient, right? My brain is not useful at all. And it would be efficient to introduce ourselves properly today, since we've just met. Your father would agree too. Well, that's true, but... this entire family's full of rational thinkers. Make a smart baby. Probably actually average, because we're not that smart. Maybe they'll lean more towards Kent's thinking. That'd be nice. Regardless, standing around here isn't good for someone in your condition. Come in. Yes, of course, please come right in. I'll go make some tea. You should go to bed. I like his mom. His mom is adorable. Sorry for the surprise. My mother's rarely at home, but she wasn't feeling well today. She may appear well, but she had a fever of 38 degrees Celsius. Seriously? Oh, you likely don't know this. My mother's a lawyer, and my father researches mathematics at a university. They're both busy and are rarely at home. In fact, before I started dating you, I spent most of my time at the university as well. Now I'm staying at home as often as I can. I just thought it would be easier for you to visit here. However, it's also true that some work can't be done outside the university. I don't have many days left. I was actually planning to go to there this afternoon. I'm sorry, but it might be difficult to meet with you until the conference is over. Although you probably don't mind, I'm the one who wants to see you. I'm lonely too. Please do your best. Please do your best. Yes, thank you. Also, there's one more thing I wanted to tell you. You've already come all this way today, but I'd like it if you didn't walk around outside alone anymore. Someone should accompany you, especially when you're out late or in areas without many people around. I'm concerned about that man, Mukio. Seeing how you don't have your memories, there's a chance that he'll try to take advantage of that for reasons unknown. It would be preferable if you check to make sure he's not around before you go somewhere, at least for 1 week. I see, that's right. He even showed up where you work very frequently. We can't say for sure that he isn't planning to take advantage of you, so it's best to be cautious. Although, if you're feeling nervous about it, you might find the constant looking around to be more tiring. I might just be worrying more than necessary because I can't always be at your side, and even less so now. Oh no, it is totally, like... I want to say good thing, but like, that is a thing you should worry about, because he had the scariest face. He had crazy face and he said, "It's my turn now," or some shit like that, and that's not ever a good sign. Anyway, just stay here for today. Starting tomorrow, I'll make arrangements with Sawa, Mine, and others to provide you with information. I'm sure you'll want to regain your memories as soon as possible. If you hear information from them, you might begin to remember things. But to be honest, I'm afraid because I can't be certain of what you'll remember. It might just be an excuse that I'm busy preparing for the conference. In a way, I don't want to see the gradual change in your attitude towards me once you remember everything. But I still know it's selfish of me to not want you to remember these things since they are yours to remember. Don't hold back for my sake. Go and reclaim your memories. I wonder if you'd really start to dislike Kent if you remembered everything. What have you forgotten? What happened between you and Kent? I really doubt anything would make you start disliking him at this point. Because I love him too much. You don't remember anything. I guess we have no idea what will happen when you do remember. Oh my god, I was not expecting this. This is amazing. Go right ahead, eat as much as you want. Ah, didn't she have a cold? What's with this elegant meal? Okay, hold on, give me a second. How do I... what? Oh, okay, it was space. Look at that. Look at that. His parents are adorable. He looks like his dad. His mom is so happy. Mother, it seems she's shocked in thinking that you made this. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Our meals are mostly takeout or catered. My husband, Kent, and I are hardly at home. There's not much meaning in cooking meals every day since it is beyond our necessity. I don't think this is a matter of necessity. This is obvious for prioritizing efficiency. If you think about our working wages per hour, it's far cheaper to order food than to make it ourselves. Wages per hour? You're converting the time to prepare food into amount of money? Yeah, he's totally his dad. And taking a meal's nutritional value into consideration, food carefully prepared by professionals is far more balanced than something I can make last minute. This is also far more effective to expand our son's palate. And that's why we prefer not to prepare food ourselves. They're so logical. It's adorable. I realize this is fairly unusual. What do you understand? But do you understand our reasoning? I can totally see why Kent turned out the way he is. Still, you're quite a lovely young lady. Yes, as we'd expect from our son. Well, one's genes attract others most optimal for oh my god. For combination with one's own. This isn't a surprise at all. Of course. We fully believe you would bring a lovely young lady home, Kent. I'm not sure if I chose optimal genes or not. Is that so? But what could you possibly feel dissatisfied? I'm not dissatisfied, but she might be. Oh dear, are you two fighting? That's not really it. It's okay, romantic emotions are instinctual for the survival of a species. It'll turn out fine in the end. This family is amazing. I hope so. Young lady, Kent may be a little stubborn, but he's an excellent son. Even if you and Kent have a disagreement, I believe it would be of value to consider a future with him. While our household may have nothing of real merit to pass down, I can guarantee the chance of you having any discomfort in your life is extremely low. No, also don't worry. We don't have any intentions of interfering with your time together. Father, Mother, those are not the kind of issues she's concerned with. However, such terms are very important in marriage, although I can understand why you may prioritize emotions over those. We aren't at that stage yet. This is why I said I didn't want to introduce you yet. Anyway, you don't have to say anything concerning our dating. I'll handle this myself. Well, I suppose it's another important point for a man to prove his qualities. His family is a riot. It is beautiful. Thanks for having us. That was a strange dinner. Kent's family is interesting, but they're also kind of weird. But weird in a good way. Although Kent's the same way. Are you tired? I'm sorry about the sudden change of plans. Let's just walk back slowly. Actually, compared to those parents of his, Kent seems a lot more like a normal human. There's parts of Kent that doesn't just work based off reason. He's got some feelings. V? Do you feel the same way? I want to have your babies. Just like immediately blurt that out. Before I employ the same reasoning as my parents do. It's natural to select the optimal woman for species preservation. God damn it. The emotional change known as love occurs and that leads to marriage. But ironically, the woman whom I favor disliked me. I feel as though I'm not in control and I keep making mistakes. It may even affect my preparations for the most important and life-changing event of my academic career. Please, don't worry. Is this really what my genes are commanding me to do? In this case, my genes are defective. Oh, sweetheart. Either that, or I may just have to admit that there's no rational reason behind love, just as you said. I've been thinking on this a lot lately. Your love isn't defective, is what I was about to say. Love is irrational. Your genes aren't defective. Are you saying that my genes really did find their optimal partner? Hey. Implications that were very unintentional. I'm not that smart. And that means I can believe there's a chance of things going well between us. V, if you say something like that, I'll start developing expectations. Well, even if our genetic pairing is suitable, actually getting that pairing to succeed might still be based on the amount of effort we invest. I love you. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here for now. Because I think cutting it short would be a lot better since I'm getting extremely nasally. Like, it's getting worse. And I don't want there to be like 2 hours of me being super sicky, because that's too much. It's too long. But this entire thing was basically like extreme fluff. It was so sweet. My teeth hurt. It's so cute. I'm so happy that we got to see Kent's family. I think that was probably like the best thing of it all. It's so different between Iki's route and this one. In Iki's route, we like had one person and that was it. That was Iki. All we had was Iki and like nothing else. We had Sawa, but we didn't like talk to her or anything. And in here, well, I mean, like it's kind of the same here. We kind of only have Kent. But in Iki's route, it felt so isolated, and that rooster can go screw itself. But it felt so isolated in Iki's route, like we were alone, and we clung, and Chester can shut his face, and we clung to Iki for like salvation. In Kent's one, I actually feel like we're kind of independent. Like this isn't just we're relying on him. We're kind of like together in this, and that really makes me happy because I feel more involved or something. Like I feel more into this, maybe because I'm biased. That's always going to be a thing. Like, am I biased to this entire thing? But like, he's super sweet, and like there's nothing that we don't feel the need to really hide ourselves, unlike with Iki, who, because of his fangirls, he didn't want to interact with us like he would in private. And that made me feel terrible. That wasn't something I really liked. With Kent, it's like a lot, I want to say softer, I'm using the weird words. It's a lot more affectionate to me in what I think. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next session, and I really hope that I am not nasally anymore, because it was so bad I had to keep clearing my throat. It was irritating. So irritating. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.